The latest in my Good News series is about a man on a mission to be kind to people who find themselves desperately needing a rescue for their furry friends.
Sun's going down. Siege is still up in the tree.
At least once a week,
It's okay. You gotta come down a little bit.
Steve Murrow drops everything to climb high into a tree and help lost cats like CJ.
It's okay.
Success is getting the cat in the bag.
Oh boy, you're so handsome. Yeah.
It all started a few years ago when some cat-loving friends heard about a cat who'd been in a tree for days and thought of Steve, who runs a tree service.
They reached out to fire departments and all the local services, and nobody could help. They asked if I wouldn't mind trying to climb the tree. I was like, of course I would.
What are you doing in there?
That first rescue was emotional.
After 5 days without water, they can start to get organ failure. And then on top of that, fatigue from being in the cold for 4 or 5 nights in a row. Like, it was kind of like the last chance for that cat.
This guy's literally a lifesaver.
Now he'll take calls up to an hour from his home in southern New Jersey. Back in February, Chris and Heather Gamble found their missing 7-year-old Callie in a tree.
I know her meows. She doesn't cry like that. You know, she was stuck. We were devastated. I didn't know what to do.
Steve drove to them before dawn.
How you doing? I'm Steve.
Gearing up in minutes and scaling the tree.
Where's Callie?
He offered salmon,
Callie.
but she jumped higher.
I need to get my rope higher if I'm going to chase after her.
Steve went above Callie and got her to climb down a bit.
Go girl, Callie.
But suddenly, she fell.
In true cat form, she righted herself and started running before she hit the ground.
Callie wasn't hurt at all.
Thank you so much, man.
The Gambles thanked him with their homemade honey. Steve doesn't charge a fee. He's not just a tree climber, right, Heather?
He's not. No, he's got a heart of gold. You know, that he does this so quickly, reassures us the whole way it's going to be okay, you know.
It's just such a nice thing in this world that people are willing to put themselves out there to do that.
Can you see Pancake?
He's helped more than 100 cats.
Just hanging out.
Some really high up.
Oh my God.
Some, like Stormy, in danger.
There's birds and crows swooping at her, and she was literally all the way out on the tips. So I rescued her, and then 2 days later, she goes up another tree.
Do you do repeat calls?
I do. So I've only had 3 repeat offenders is what I call them.
Steve enjoys every minute.
What are you doing in this tree, huh?
It's not about how I feel. It's about how they feel. It's about how the cat feels. And that's why I do it. If my kindness can inspire someone else to be kind, then I've done what I needed to.
Believe it or not, Steve is actually allergic to cats, but he loves rescuing them. And by the way, if you don't live in South Jersey or Philly, you are still in luck. You can look up Cat in a Tree Emergency Rescue. It's a directory of cat rescuers just like Steve in locations all across the country and the world. Do you have a good news story that we should be telling here on NBC News Daily? You can connect with me on your favorite social media platform. My tag is TV Kate Snow, at TV Kate Snow.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.